Packaging will bring people closer to your business. What keeps them is your branding. Value-focused branding. It is the substance of your brand that will keep customers.
Wow.
Packaging, advertising will bring customers. And in advertising, advertising will sell a bad product once.
So it has to be connected to potential customer and customer needs.
Exactly.
So this audience
We
engagement.
call it customer-centric communication.
Customer-centric communication.
Yeah, that has the customer as the beginning and the end of the communication process. Social media is not a place where you sell, it's for engagement. Most people don't know that. Your social media platforms, when you engage with the people, then the sale will come. But when you are too forward or you are too frontal with your marketing using social media, you put people off. You just send a press release to Guardian, Punch, you put the same thing on LinkedIn. So I go to LinkedIn, I read it. I go to YouTube, I see the same thing. I go to Twitter, I get bored.
Yes.
There is no innovation. There should be innovation.
So you must understand the who and get it right.
Yeah.
Who is here?
Yeah.
How does he like to be served?
Yes.
This
Now
content. When is the best time to serve him or her this content?
Yes. When do people visit social media? When? You need to know.
Yeah.
Your target market, when do they come? So, and that you will know by doing what we call content analysis of your post over time, trend analysis. You take your Facebook page over a 6-month period. What time of the day do you have the most engagement? That will give an idea of when people actually visit your page.
Okay.
A lot of companies, they have websites, but they don't have what we call a reporting framework for the website. A reporting framework simply tells you what happens on your website. When do people go there? Which page do they visit most?
Really?
There's something we call exit rate and bounce rate. That is the rate at which people exit your website. You need to know why they are leaving. At which page? Is it at the checkout page where they're supposed to pay that they leave? Your landing page is your most popular page. When people click on your URL, where do they land on your page, on your site?
Is it where they want to land?
Is it the home page, or do they go straight to products, or do they want to know about management?
Because you have to determine that based on your knowledge about what they prefer.
Yeah. So
where would they prefer to land?
Exactly. Which of your social media channels are people visiting most? Which of them? It can't be the same for all.
No, it's not.
Facebook is the biggest social media platform today. But guess what? Some companies are not on Facebook. Or they are there as if they are not there. They say, oh, we are professional. They sit on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is okay. But you are missing out on some very important target group who do not like to go to LinkedIn. We talk about a multi-pronged approach to corporate communication. You don't just rely on one. Mix and match, integrated approach. But you must know what you are doing. It's like a chef. You have a lot of condiments to use. You must know how to use them in the right proportion.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
for different kinds of people.
For different kinds, yeah.
Wow.
So I really wish organizations should take this concept more seriously. Honestly, when you call for training, they don't even turn up. And every day you see them making mistakes, simple, avoidable mistakes.
Avoidable and costly.
Costly mistakes. Okay? So it's a very wide but very interesting concept.
If you don't have the knowledge, hire an expert.
Hire an expert.
If you can't afford an expert, get yourself a consultant.
And even if you have an expert, you have to give him all he or she requires
to work, the tools.
Most professionals, they can't stand some kind of office politics.
Yeah.
Okay? They will leave. And if you are a CEO that loves to micromanage, you've got to stop it. Don't micromanage professionals. You got them in because you know they can do the job. Agree on the work plan.
I can relate.
Recruitment is another area I want to talk about. Recruitment error accounts for over 85% of human development failure in most organizations. Sometimes those errors are even deliberate.
Deliberate?
Yeah.
Would you want to hurt your own business?
Oh, you do. But by the time you introduce primordial sentiments,
Inadvertently, some people will bring in people who are not qualified and not trainable, or who even don't have the commitment and will never have it.
Sometimes don't even have the right attitude. Leaders need to understand the dynamics of managing people. The primary objective of every organization when it comes to internal branding, employee engagement, internal communication, you must strive to achieve 3 things out of your staff. 1, your employees, you must make them your brand loyalists. 2, you must make them your brand advocates. 3, you must make them your brand ambassadors. As brand loyalists, your employees will defend your brand because they already understand the vision. They understand the mission. They understand where the company is going to. So everywhere they go, they are loyal to your brand. As brand advocates, what do advocates do? They defend. They articulate for your brand. So even when it goes to his all association meeting, is there articulating your brand indirectly? Okay? Is there educating and enlightening people about your brand? It's not an official function.
Yes.
But everywhere he goes, he's advocating for you.
Consciously and subconsciously.
Then as a brand ambassador, he represents you very well. He carries himself very well. He doesn't disturb his neighbors. He doesn't fight on the streets. He doesn't beat his wife. There are things employees do that have negative impact on the brand. Okay, you probably will not know all of those things because you won't be prying into their private businesses. But when you have sufficiently trained your employees, they know what they should do and what they should not do.
Coming up.
No, again, 80-20 rule. Okay? 20% of your effort in life will always yield 80% of your business when you are strategic and strategic.
When you want to reach the mass audience, you still need to use the mass media. You know, all these other artifacts and areas are critical, they're important, they're good domains, but we're still talking about reaching mass audience. Because especially if you're into mass marketing, you want to reach millions of people. How does an entrepreneur who wants to succeed with mass audience engagement, how does he select the right media? What are the variables?
Let me ask you, what is a mass audience? In today's context, everybody cannot be a customer.
Okay.
Everybody cannot be a customer. Any business that attempts to appeal to everybody is going to lose focus. So you must know who are your target market and appeal to them. Once you know your target market, then you know how to connect with them. And it brings us back to the issue of integrated mass communication using the multi-pronged approach.
Okay.
You want to use the mass media, that's fine. But in an attempt to use the mass media, you must not overlook the need for personalized marketing.
Really?
Today, people use WhatsApp a lot. Mass media, you put it on radio, you put it on TV, you put it in the press. I may miss all those things. But I may not miss it on
my WhatsApp because I carry that device around.
Carry it around. Do you know why outdoor companies are not doing well these days? Everybody's on mobile. So when you're in the car, you're on your mobile phone, you won't be seeing those billboards any longer.
Even when people are in public transport.
Yes. And that's why outdoor has always been referred to as a reminder medium. It's not a mainstay medium. It's a reminder medium. No serious business will use outdoor as the only media. No. Because most people, 80% people will miss it. They will miss it. Outdoor is a complementary media platform to complement other existing channels. The press, the radio, and now we have digital channels.
Yes, which is huge.
It is huge. Which is taking the product into the bedroom of your target market.
So the starting point in succeeding with marketing communication
define your audience very well.
To define the audience.
Clinically.
Market segmentation.
Clinically.
And be ruthless in adhering to it.
Yes. Otherwise, you'll be communicating to an audience that does not exist.
And you annoy them anyway.
The audience is not even just there. Who are you talking to? And you are spending so much money and time pushing out content.
That's the annoying thing.
That is it.
You expend so much resources.
You are not talking to anybody. So define your audience as clinically as possible and target them. There are some training events that I do. You won't find them on Facebook because I have already identified the people that I want to talk to. And I've reached out to them. If you see it on Facebook, it's just a reminder medium. It's not the main platform. So direct marketing is very important. Mass marketing, direct marketing.
Do a kind of mix and match.
Yes.
As it were.
Integrated. Don't know, again, 80-20 rule. Okay? 20% of your effort in life will always yield 80% of your business when you are strategic about it.
When you are strategic about it. That clause is important. Yes. Do we need to engage a consultant as a business leader? Is it a must?
It is.
For corporate communication?
Oh, it is.
For marketing communication?
If you want to get value, if you can afford to have an in-house person, a professional,
yes,
a versatile, experienced, knowledgeable professional, that would be my best recommendation.
Okay.
Because it's easier to have a resident communication consultant who understands the vision 100%, lives the brand every day.
Every day.
Has nothing else to do than to work on the brand. It's better. But if you think that brand management is not a routine marketing function for your business, okay, you probably say, okay, I will hire a consultant on a rolling basis, on a need-to basis,
okay,
on a project-by-project basis.
Okay.
So I have a new product, I want to launch a new product, I hire an agency, take me to the market. After that, that's it. 4 months' time, I'm opening a new branch. I need a PR agency, I need a brand agency. Handle this for me. The danger in that is that the intervening period can be successful to so many things.
I was going to ask you that.
Yes.
Doesn't that have implications?
Yeah, it does.
For the growth,
yes,
sustainability of the brand?
When
and
you
business?
need brand aftercare, when you need the brand to be attended to, your consultant may be busy working on something else. Sometimes time is of the essence.
Most times.
In branding.
Yeah.
Time.
Most times.
Yeah. Nature above vacuum. If there's a breaking story that affects your brand, are you going to wait until your consultant has time? Before you call him, before you brief him, before he writes a proposal?
And there are even occasions when anticipatory measures are needed.
Oh, yes. That is the best way to build a brand, proactively. Gauge the mood of the industry, do trend analysis, understand where the flow of narrative is, and be proactive. Seize the initiative.
Seize the initiative. Yeah, that's how to control the narrative.
Yeah, don't always react. Be proactive. Anticipate what customers could be talking about your brand. Anticipate what the media could be talking about your brand.
So it's not just hiring a consultant to launch your product or launch your idea.
Yeah. To manage it also.
You also need that management, that's consistent nurturing, someone to be on.
I laugh when I see companies that combine HR and corporate affairs, or they say admin. So who is handling your corporate? Oh, he's head of corporate services, and the poor guy is handling admin, is handling HR, is handling corporate affairs. It's not going to be effective.
Sometimes non-existent.
Not existent.
Many companies don't even have.
They don't even understand the need for it.
The CEO just calls a media organization, please come and cover this program for us.
Exactly. Oh, we are too small. Oh, we can't afford it. When you are small is when you need to do branding more.
You don't say.
That is where you need to do branding more. A brand has to be developed before it is managed. You can't manage what you have not developed.
Yeah.
And if the development stage is faulty, the management stage is faulty too. So I appeal to leaders, realize the importance of branding. It could be expensive, but on the long run, you'll be the better for it.
Coming up.
Destination branding, like rightly said, what is the message? We need to define ourselves. Who are we? We need to have this conversation around brand Nigeria.
How do you go about place branding?
Destination branding is all about creating goodwill, attracting people, not only to come and invest, but to love your country, to love your citizens. So everywhere Nigerians are seen, they should be loved, they should be accepted, they should be respected, they should be supported. But it's not happening because we are not getting our destination branding right. Nigerians all over the world are doing great, but you don't get to hear about those things. You hear more about FBI arresting Nigerians, fraudsters, and all that. Okay? So
we're not telling our stories.
We're not
controlling the narrative.
We are not. But most times, even up to this moment, most times we get to read about Nigerians in the foreign media, whether for good or for bad.
If we're doing place branding,
yes,
citizen buying is important.
Citizen satisfaction too is good.
But where is the place of the message design itself?
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be the place to start?
Yeah.
What do we want to be known for? For example, there's something called the American Dream.
Yes.
And that's the hub that every American and everybody who comes to America is inculcated into.
Yes.
Every other thing you want to be is okay, but American Dream is the focus of everybody. Yeah. Can anybody for once say what the Nigerian Dream is?
Nobody.
So shouldn't that be the place to start? Like conceptualize
the visioning.
The visioning.
The messaging. See, in corporate communication, the messaging process is very important. What you say and how you say it is very important in communication. Destination branding, like rightly said, what is the message? What is the brand attribute that we are pushing out? Consistently. You find out that we haven't done enough work in that area. Okay, we haven't done it. We need to define ourselves. Who are we? Do we even know who we are? How do we want to be seen by the outside world? All of that needs to be taken care of.
We need to agree.
Stakeholder engagement, state to state. We need to have this conversation around brand Nigeria. A nation must take its branding seriously. Look at UAE, look at Dubai.
Yeah.
Previously, it used to be tourism, commercial tourism. Now they are going to medical tourism.
Yes.
They don't want you to take that money to UK again, bring the money, or India, bring the money to Dubai, and you get the best of medical treatment.
So we need to first agree about the identity we want for ourselves, how we want to be perceived.
Yeah, what's our unique selling point as a country?
And then we need to be prepared to also deliver on those promises.
Very important. Very, very important.
So that when people interface with your touch points, they meet those promises.
Yes. Remember I said there are 3 ways that reputations are built: what to say about yourself, what people are saying about you, what people experience
when they interface with you.
Yes. So there must be a synergy. There must be a strategic alignment. If there's any disalignment, then the message won't sync.
It won't.
It won't.
And if it doesn't sync, you don't get patronage.
You've wasted money. Imagine how much we wasted advertising on CNN.
Not only CNN.
Nigeria. Remember they had Nigeria.
Waving handkerchief.
Yes. But back home, people don't even believe in that.
People also say that effort would have been better achieved if we had not used the president to proclaim it. That the outside world will relate better with a Wole Soyinka, for example, a Chino Achebe, for example.
Absolutely.
With a Wizkid these days, with a Davido these days. A Davido will sell Nigeria better.
The people that we could have called brand icons.
Brand icons.
Every brand must have brand icons. And Nigeria is lucky or blessed with a lot of successful people that we could have used. Chimamanda and the rest of them. We could have used them. But again, it's not enough to have brand icons. What will brand icons do? They will speak to the global audience. But as they are speaking, people are being killed and nothing has been done about it. And probably maybe 2 minutes after watching Wole Soyinka talk so well about Nigeria, Then the news breaks that 50 people have been kidnapped.
Or a writer has been abducted.
Exactly.
In Nigeria.
And the question is that those who were kidnapped almost 6 months ago, they haven't been found.
So there's dissonance.
There's dissonance. So we need to put our house in order. Destination branding, you got to put your house in order. If I say everybody should come to my village, come to Leology is the best, blah, 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 blah. And when they come, the roads are bad, or there's so much armed robbery, or there's so much,
or the people are saucy,
yes,
unwelcoming,
they won't come back again.
And they will go and tell
exactly
several other
people.
people.
It will be my duty as a brand icon for Leology to train my people, sensitize them on what the world expects of us before we now go to talk to the world. And that's the mistake most organizations also make. They rush to the press to talk about their brand without taking care of the home front. Destination branding is good, but it's a long-term process. It's not going to happen overnight. Dubai didn't get to where they get to. Even Ghana. Ghana is not there yet. But
they moved a lot
from
where
they used to be.
Ghana. What's the implication of ignoring destination branding?
Oh, the implication is that, one, foreign direct investment will continue to dwindle, except the established ones. The inflow of new investment will dwindle. Two.
And that means lack of job for the citizens.
Lack of job. Two, your tourism industry will suffer. Lack of patronage. Nigerians abroad, when they go on holiday, not all of them come to Nigeria.
Yeah.
They go to Cancun, they go to Nairobi, they go to South Africa, they go to Dubai. Why don't they come back home and spend the money? Because we have not done what we should do. So if Nigerians are not coming to Nigeria to spend holiday, how do you convince foreigners to come?
So we've lost dollars, we've lost money. Monies that could be repatriated have been repatriated to Ghana.
A nation that does not appreciate values will become valueless.
You can say that again.
A nation that does not appreciate values will end up becoming valueless. When you become valueless, people don't appreciate you for who or what you are, despite your potential. Nigeria has huge potential.
Nigeria even has values. And I must say, people, when I say this, people say it's because you are operating in the corridors of successful people. And I say, no, it depends on what you see. What you see is what you allow your mind to see.
Yes.
Even within this rut,
yes.
I know a lot of people that are making good impact, creating value.
Yes.
But even the value they create is not being regarded as valuable by those they want to interface with outside.
Yeah.
Because the society itself is perceived as valueless.
Exactly.
The society is perceived as valueless. So everything that comes from it, except of course its mineral resources, is considered valueless.
And the society regards anybody who is not worthy, who is not rich. They consider you as not being successful.
Has not been
successful. That's what we're talking about.
And has not been valuable even, you know. So
you take an example, you go to your village. Who are the people getting chieftaincy titles?
You don't want to go there.
You go to churches, you go to mosques. Who are the people getting those titles?
The affirmation, the validation, the respect.
You go to the clubs, the youth clubs. Who are they giving awards to? That's why I want to use this opportunity to call on my colleagues in the media not to validate antisocial tendencies. When you celebrate people whose value cannot be felt or seen, when you validate and celebrate people whose source of wealth is not verifiable, you are joining them to do evil.
Yeah.
You are offering your sacred platform to be desecrated.
And you're oxygenating evil in the society.
Yeah. So we have a big role to play.
As media.
The agenda setting theory of the mass media, you remember, we are supposed to set the pace for public discussion. We are supposed to influence public opinion. So whatever we
We're also supposed to influence mindsets.
Exactly. So whatever we publish, people take it as, oh,
that's
legit.
The way to go.
Yeah. And, they tend to now begin to model their lifestyle towards the people that you are celebrating.
Mr. Demola Akimbola.
Thank you so much.
We want to thank you so very much
for
honoring our invitation to be on the program today.